Hello, beautiful souls. Currently sitting by my sacred tree in the park, enjoying the weather. And I wanted to come on here today and talk about this new paradigm we are entering in as a collective. The tides are really changing. And I'm just feeling how a lot of us are in this back and forth state, this kind of like a limbo of, you go 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's like this push and pull. And it's this restraint of our, logical mind, our ego, and our soul. Our ego, it wants to know the facts, the safe bet, not to take the risky road, while our soul, guiding us towards our higher mission, wants us to take that leap of faith and trust what our body is telling us, even if we logistically don't really understand what it fully means or how it really is going to play out. This is the basis of this new paradigm we are entering. The culture and society that we're in conditioned us to play it safe. You work that 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, hustling constantly, and then you work your whole life and then you retire. However, people aren't finding or pursuing their deepest desires and their purpose because they are trained, their dreams are too big, and that doesn't make sense, or that's not realistic. You gotta do this, these are the steps, this is what we do, because that's what we all do. However, that time is done. We need to quiet the noise and listen to our soul and what our body is telling us. You can meet someone for the first time and you instantly get that feeling within you. It's like, oh, this person's gonna be, listen up, attention. But you meet someone for the first time and you instantly feel that they're supposed to be in your life. You get that feeling in your body. It's like, yes. Or you walk into a room and you don't get a good vibe. You don't know what it is, but you have this feeling within you. And you either choose to listen to it or you choose to don't. That's our intuition. That's our soul communicating with us. We are taught to not listen to our gut instinct, our intuition, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it tells us to act out of character, and it's scary to come out of the comfort zone. But that's the only way we're able to level up and get closer to our deepest callings or our deepest desires. It's to branch out of our comfort zone. Our ego wants us to play it safe, to stay small, because that's all it knows. However, the way to start being open to these new possibilities and shifting our perspective to this new paradigm is really listening to our body and feeling what it's calling us to do. I feel like I should give an example right now. A lot of alarms going on right now. The other day, I was at a panel event, and I always get really nervous to contribute to the discussion, because I feel like what I have to say, I don't know, isn't important, but I'm usually like one of the younger ones in the room. So it's like, oh, they probably know what I had to say. Like, why would I even contribute? But when I went to this panel discussion, I felt it in my body. My whole body started like buzzing. And I could easily have mistaken that as nerves, to stay small, like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to speak up, speak my truth. But instead, I opened up, I expanded, I leaned into that uncomfortableness, and I spoke my truth, and I said my thought on the matter, and it ended up being a huge hit, and everyone in the room really liked my perspective, and it ended up guiding the discussion into a different direction. And then other opportunities presented itself from there. But that's just one example of, we had to lean into the unknown, the uncomfortable. That's how you start opening up these new pathways, these new doors. You know, the same things keep happening in different forms when you limit yourself. But yeah, we just need to start being open and taking these new opportunities. People are everywhere. It's funny. There's never really people in this area. I guess I'm just vibrating, attracting people. But anyway. We need to be open to these new opportunities and be open to the magic. And when we feel our logical mind kind of shut down what feels right in us, question it. Literally ask a question out loud and be open to hearing an answer. And our ego and our logical mind is conditioned to, like I said earlier, keep us in the comfort zone, to not shine our light bigger. However, we are all just balls of light here, and we all have a deep purpose. And there's just too much noise that we can't hear it, we can't see it, and we have so much, each of us, we have a purpose, and we have so much to offer to this world and this new paradigm that we're shifting into. It's really opening this collective energy that we all can lean into it. It's just being open to it. And I feel like in general, we just need to quiet our logical mind. Of course, within reason, but if a new opportunity comes into your life that kind of ties to what you've been feeling, but it's way different than where you are now, rather than quickly shutting it down, consider it. Feel it to you. Is it exciting, even though it's really nerve-wracking or scary? It's going to change your whole life. Change is good. And I feel like a lot of us are just scared of change, but it can open up so many beautiful doors. And there's just so much more to life than this constant work. And we shouldn't be struggling. We should be flowing. Ooh, hello, little bug. I wanted to say hi. We shouldn't be struggling. We should be able to easily flow through life and then tune into the natural rhythms of our environment. Abundance will flow into our life so effortlessly when we just move with ease and not resistance. And it's so beautiful. So want to say I'm really proud of myself right now for being able to keep filming, even though so many people are walking by me right now. This is me leaning in to the discomfort. However, claiming my truth, everything's well. But I feel, let me see if there's anything else I want to say in the matter. Get outside, touch the ground, touch a tree. We are very disconnected from the natural world, especially like being in a city. There's a lot of noise, and it's important for us to reconnect with where we're from, because that's when we feel that that tether. You know, we are very spiritual beings, and we need to reconnect. And once we take the time to truly reconnect and turn off the phone and literally put your feet in some grass, breathe into it, feel into your body. An affirmation that I say sometimes is when I do my breathing, I breathe in, into my body, out of my mind. Feel into that, what feels right for you. Yeah, I feel like that's all I need to say for today. Thank you for watching this, if you have made it this far. And I hope you have a beautiful, light-filled day. Peace and love.